Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome back to Valley East USA. Alright, we're in a bit of a predicament right now because we need a little bit of extra money and we don't have any crops to sell, and our hay crop, which is what we were trying to use, is not producing. So what we're going to do is do something I don't normally do, which is cut down a few trees and try and make a little bit of money. So as you can see, we have a few trees just laying around right here in this area. So we're going to go ahead and just dump them into our pond right here. And we can just dump them into the pond. It looks like that's choice one, or you can bring them over here. That's choice number 2. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and cut down a few trees, try and make a little bit of money. So remember, we need about $76,000 is about what we need. So let's go ahead and see if we can't do that. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can cut down these trees. Oh, there we go. That's a good sign. Alright, so let's cut these trees down. Doesn't really matter what kind of trees they are, but they just put fir trees all around here, so I'm just going to go with that. And maybe with the new patch, it'll be a little bit different. I honestly haven't done any forestry in a while. And there's a reason. It's not my favorite thing to do. So we're going to at least give it a go and try and collect a few bucks. That's what we call them here in Canada. A few dollars, if you will. And hopefully we'll be able to... I'm going to take that and change that. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to get this to work properly here. We may have to trim this down just a wee bit. It's strange though, it's sometimes... This is obviously the wrong way to do forestry, but it's the way I would do forestry because I just don't have the patience to do it the way you should do it, I suppose. And again, I'm very concerned about the fact that you can't... there we go. I'm still very concerned about the fact that you can't sprint with the chainsaw. That's a very disturbing fact. And oh, that's it? Oh gosh, this is going to take a lot longer than I want it to. I'm still disturbed by that. I honestly thought you should. I honestly firmly believe you should be able to. You should be able to run with your chainsaw. Because the number of times I've tried to run with my chainsaw is ridiculous. Like I'm deadly serious here. Get it? Deadly serious. Oh, that's a terrible joke. Anyways, so yeah, I honestly feel like you should be able to sprint with your chainsaw, because the amount of times I'm like running around, or trying to run around, I should say, unable to use my chainsaw. Because I can't sprint, yeah, makes me sad. There we go. Get this last little bit over here. Luckily, we have this amazing case Puma, or Puma, depending who you're talking to, and this thing works fabulously. So any shortcomings in forestry will be made up with this fantastic front loader. So that's what I'm going for, at least. So remember, we're selling it at the train station technically here, and because we're going to the train, what am I stuck on? Because we are going to the train station, we'll be able to do a double sell, which is kind of cool. 800. Oh goodness. Because we're able to do it this way, it'll actually be able to make us a little bit of extra money, because we'll be able to sell this and then sell it again, sort of thing, via the train. So that'll be kind of cool. I thought this was going to be efficient, but I realize now it's really not going to be efficient. But it's really the only way I can think of off the top of my head that we're able to make a little bit of extra money. Because remember, our silage... Oh, it's going to hit the tractor. Because our silage isn't actually silage, it's actually manure. So I don't know if it would technically be faster to do this or to do another harvest, but we're trying to get that plow, and that's the idea behind this. So hopefully, being the key word of course here, hopefully we'll be able to there we go, tip it up. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to do that by the end of this episode. That's what I'm aiming for, at least. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't get stuck there. Oh, spoke too soon. Again, reasons why I don't do forestry. But again, I'm trying to... Oh, there we go. Sweet. I can live with that. Again, I'm trying to move full trees here, as opposed to doing what you're supposed to do, which is not move full trees. But this puma is making light work of it. Alright, so let me see if I can't... let me see if I can't make a little bit of extra money here and see how much we make until I get sick of this, and then we'll go from there, basically. So I will see you back in a moment. Let's see what happens. Alright, so put a couple trees into the sell area here. Got $70,000. Let's go ahead and sell or send the train off, and we'll see what happens here. We should be able to make $6,000, but we're going to find out in here in a second. It does have a train, so forestry can't be all that bad all the time. Anyways, we're going to bring this over here just in case. I'm going to bring the truck. I had it standing guard. No, I don't know. The truck was just here because I moved it around here for a second to bump something. Luckily, it's got 4x4. Nice. And we'll wait and see what happens here. So while we're waiting, I figured I would just knock down some of these pesky trees around the pond here. And hopefully, we'll make a couple of extra bucks here. Just fall right in? No, it's not going to fall in there. Sorry, I didn't mean to break your lumber mill. Looks sturdy, though, so you're okay. Alright, let's see if we can't make a couple more dollars here. Let's just bump this into... Don't drive in the water. Oh, no. Luckily, we have all the differential locks and all the locks on, so we're good. Only $1,000. Every little bit counts, I suppose. Alright, still waiting for that train to sell, so we'll see what happens here. Although I suspect now it should be more than enough. At least I hope. So I'm gonna, in preparation, I'm going to just park this guy right here and get ready to move him out of the way. I hope we're gonna have enough. I don't really want to do more forestry than I have to. Apparently, with the tractor being on the edge there, you can see the trailer's just tipped up just a tinsy-wincy bit there. There we go. Alright. Moment of truth, hopefully soon. Anytime now. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Oops. It did take... Actually, I did it but once before, just to see how much money I would make, and I think I made like 6,000, so... You can make quite a bit. Anytime now. Well, alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, looks like we made $78,000, which I believe is enough to buy this guy right here. So this is the plow we want. So we have a 400 horsepower tractor now. The Colossus Xerion 4500, which can use this. Excellent. So now we have a plow and the appropriate tools to actually use it. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and hop into our Colossus Xerion right here. Actually start it up. There we go. Detach the baler. Move that down. Excellent. So now that we have fully fertilized, or put fertilizer down, I should say, manure down on our field number, not field down there, whatever that number is, field number 8, I think it is. So we put fertilizer, manure down there, so now we cultivate into the ground to get the most bang for our buck, basically. And this is also going to allow us to tear up our hay fields and replant them as well. Because the problem we were running into, of course, was the fact that our pH level is so low. So what happens is our yield is considerably lower than it should be, basically. So out of like all 3 fields, I got like 3 loads. So like maybe 48, I don't know, maybe 60 or 70 bales in the end. And normally something like that would be, oh, I don't know, like 100 plus easily. So, I don't know, if we were to look at the statistics based on how many bales I've made, let's just see. I have made 1,897 bales in this Let's Play so far, just to give you put it in perspective. And I don't keep them all, of course. I sell most of them, but that gives you an idea of how many bales have actually been made so far. It's funny, this particular tractor came out a while ago, and it still holds up really nicely. You still don't find a lot of crazy good tractors all the time, so it can be difficult. I bought the log forks for the skid steer as well, but in the end I'm happy I went with the case. Much more powerful. Don't want to move the little small logs, I wanted to move the whole trees. Alright, so let me get situated here and we'll back in a moment. Alright, got the plow ready to go, and we're going to go ahead and get this started here. So the nice thing, of course, is that this is going to also cultivate, or I should say plow into the ground, the chop straw mod. So what will happen is, if you look at N, we're at X9, X3, so I probably didn't need to put manure down in the end, but this should be pretty high now, X14, X6, just to give you an idea. So that will keep us busy for sure. So we'll get this plowed up, and of course, again, I would like to get rid of this, but the only way I know how to off the top of my head is, of course, to just take the chop straw mod out and then put it back in, and then it gets rid of it. But here we're also trying to work into the ground the manure primarily, but the chop straw is in there too, so it's one of the bonuses. The other thing we can do, of course, is what we're gonna do next after this is we're gonna put some lime down, because we're gonna raise our pH level here. But we'll have to do the same thing for all the other fields as well, because if we don't, we're gonna run into some problems. I think technically we can put lime down with our sprayer. I don't know if there's any kind of thing as in real life as a liquid application of lime. I'm not certain. If you know that if you can put a liquid application of lime down, let me know. I'd be curious to find out, but I'm fairly certain you can't. But you never know. Stranger things have happened, I suppose. Alright, there's my super straight line. And then we'll just make a turn here. Gotta love this class Xerion for the maneuverability. Every single time I use it, I just love how maneuverable it is. Alright, there we go. Let's get this started here. Nice. So of course, the nice thing about this tractor is the maneuverability, but also in real life you can actually, I think you can do it in this, I don't know if you can you switch the work light? Let's put the work light on the back and the front. And can you change driving direction? You can, okay. Yeah, you can actually flip the cab around so it faces the other way. So if you want to do, for example, snow blowing related stuff, you could definitely do that. Or if you want to do silage work, that's another way you often see people use this type of tractor. It's not bi-directional, or is it? I don't think it's called a bi-directional. But anyways. But we finally have the plow, which is awesome. It only took a little bit of logging, unfortunately. Speaking of logging, let's go ahead and just sell the logging equipment, because we're not going to use that again if we don't have to. And that. Now we have a little bit of extra money, which is good. Keeps the logging stuff from using our maintenance funds away, which is good for us. So, like I said before, the other thing we're going to be able to do with this is going to tear up the other fields here, the hay field, and we'll have to put some lime down on that as well. So, and again, like I said, that's going to increase our yield, which is going to be pretty darn awesome, because we were hurting last time. I don't know if you guys saw, but like I said, it was like, you know, quite a low yield, a lot lower than I would have liked it to have been, which made it a bit painful to buy this plow, as you saw. But these things happen in Farm Sim. There we go. So the interior of this this tractor isn't necessarily my favorite, but I think I don't know if I've seen a better class Xerion. This one came out a while ago. I don't know if I've seen anything better than this yet, and I don't think there's anything better than this, but there may actually be. If you know of a better class Xerion than this one, let me know. I'd be curious. I don't know, because this one did come out. I'm trying to think when this came out. This is like early in Farm Sim. Well, it feels early in Farm Sim, relatively speaking, at least. So, but yeah, I'm not trying. I don't know. Unfortunately, the fastest we can go is about 15 kilometers with this thing, but it makes sense. Even 15 kilometers seems a bit fast. In reality, if you put it into perspective. I wonder if we can pull something behind this too. Looks like that's a no. I don't think we can actually pull anything behind it. That'd be kind of neat if we could, though. That would be pretty darn neat. Yeah, because no, in real life you can. Like, where is that? I have this mod in... Nope, it's not there. Sprayers. This one right here. By Lindbj B Modding. I know his name's Joe Lindbergh, but... Last time, he actually left a comment on the last time I did the Oxbow... I did the Oxbow mod review, and he's like, it's by Lindbergh J Modding. I'm like, okay, man. You're right, it is. Strange enough, this plow is actually by him as well. He does good stuff, I have to admit. I know he does primarily, he doesn't release all of his mods, which is understandable to a certain extent. But what happens is, I think with his mods specifically, it seems like it's happened more than once where his mods have got stolen, unfortunately, so it sucks. That's the price you pay for making good mods, I guess. I thought I picked it up. Oh, it's because I'm not on them. There we go. I know I don't own this field. And that's just because he makes good mods, and I guess what happened is he that's a couple people beta test it, so. And then the beta tester was like, oh, this is a good mod, let me just re-upload this. Which is not cool. But people do strange things, so. Alright, sweet. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get this guy rolling on courseplay, I think. Because I am being far less efficient than courseplay would be. And it says it's going to be 10 meters, so let's put it to 9. Because I think there's a bit of a weird overlap. I can't remember. Southwest heading east. Generate. Oh wow, that was pretty awesome. I'm like bang on almost. There we go. Let that guy do that. And he'll be far more accurate than I will ever be. But let's go check something out real quick. Actually, we need to take this back to the main farm. So let's do so now. Let's do that and lock the load down again. And do a quick little haul back to the main farm here. This time taking the proper way, hopefully. There we go. Interestingly enough, if you guys don't follow Offspring Gaming, his team released his Chevy, finally. It's a pretty cool looking Chevy. I like it from the outside. The inside needs to work, and he said it himself, so I don't feel bad saying that, because he totally knows that it needs to work on the inside as well. But on the outside it looks pretty darn amazing. If you haven't seen his mod review of it, definitely check it out, or his mod showcase, I guess would be. Definitely check it out, because it's a pretty solid looking Chevy. One of the best exteriors, I'll specify, I've seen. But there's always going to be a better one out there. Interiors, so far I haven't seen, like, the best interior I've seen probably has been like from the like the Unimog is pretty nice. Oops, that was a little bit too wide. What was the other one that I saw that was really nice? The Land Rover is really nice as well. I think those are the two nicest ones that I've seen. But I haven't seen too many like really nice American style trucks like a Ford or a Chevy or a GMC. Most of them are like, they look nice on the outside, but the inside is kind of lackluster a little bit, which is unfortunate. So maybe in the future we will see some better trucks. But from what it looks like, the mod scene's kind of not dried up's the wrong word, but slowed down considerably, because there aren't a lot of mods coming out. There are only they're few and far between is the expression I would use in this context. So alright, let's just take a nice wide turn here, because this is a long trailer. There we go. Perfect. And I guess we'll just leave it along the side here for the time being. And we'll just unfold the ramps, unlock the load, Turn the truck off. There you go. Actually, that truck worked really well for that. I'm actually kind of surprised how well it worked. And hey, look at this. The tractor can actually get on the ramp here without a problem. Remember when I tried with a 4440 and how well that worked out? Not well at all, for those people who remember. Alright, so I'm going to go take this tractor back to the other, where the manure is. Technically what we can do, we can actually use that manure for the other fields as well. So like, the field right there, field 10, has been dealt with. And I think if we spread manure on this field right in front of us, we should be able to plow it underneath. Let's just test that real quick. Let's just come over here, and if we can see the texture from the manure, it should be fine. Yeah. So what we can do then is we can just spread the manure on first, and then what we can do is actually, can get this started right now then. Spread the manure on first, and then we can just plow, like cultivate this under, basically all the grass along with it, and that'll be that. Alright, so we want to that's where it starts down there, so we can start from the southwest corner or southeast corner, sorry, heading west, and we'll do 2 headlands, generate the course, and then we will attach this to the manure refill course, which is this right here. Perfect. And then we'll save this as F8 manure plus refill. I think it's like 10 meters. Perfect. And we'll get this guy started on that. He's on the right mode. Perfect. Let's hop into this guy again, and then we'll get this guy back on the manure forks then, which is fine. The funny thing is, every time I don't know why, but there's a certain key combination that will delete the video you're actually working on, and it just happens to be the same combination it is to bring up courseplay once you set it so it's not on the right click anymore. So I thought I disabled it, but apparently I did not. I know there's a way to left control. Well, you can do it that way, drive course. So if he's on this course still anyway, so if I come over here and if I pick up the forks once again, like so, there we go. Class area on slipping, gets us on a tree somewhere. It's usually what the problem is. There we go. And get this guy rolling again. And speed sensitivity, courseplay, HUD. Nope. I think it's 7, I want to say. Nope. Oh well. Anyways, folks, what I'll do is I'll end the video there, and I'll get... what is this guy doing? No wonder he's slipping. Sheesh. I don't know what happened there. But that's not cool. Anyways, let them try and figure that out. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from Valley East USA. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.